Hey guys, so I have not vlogged in such a long time because my entire life lately has been so crazy, and the last time I talked to you I was in New Zealand and I am no longer in New Zealand. Right now I'm in Sydney, Australia, and I'm just like, I can't stop smiling because my life has become what I wanted it to be my whole life just so suddenly, and I am just so happy. Today's also the first day of July, so I'm also happy about that. I just like changes, you know. I like when it's like a new month. I feel like there's always room for improvement, and it's like it's like a new beginning, you know. You can just like get a fresh start on things. But right now I'm in an Airbnb. We are in an Airbnb, but yeah. I am going to be making like a sit-down video, probably just combined with this video, to explain kind of the whole thing with like New Zealand and just sort of like the transition of getting to Sydney, and what my plan is now, so that I can update you guys and tell you what I have planned in the future. By the way, I'm wearing this, I guess I might as well show you in the mirror. This shirt, Vegan is Cool. It's from the Anxious Potatoes company, and they were so kind because they sent it to me all the way from America when I was in New Zealand. They sent it all the way across the country for me, and it's honestly so comfy. I've worn it like basically every day since I've gotten it. But yeah, it's really cute. It says Vegan is Cool, and it's so like perfect because it has this fern on it, and I was in New Zealand and that's like their national plant or whatever, like the silver fern. So it was just very, you know, convenient as well. But today, basically, we have been in Sydney all of like 2 days, and I've basically seen none of it at all. We arrived really late the first day, and then it's just a long story that I'll fill you in on. But we really need to get groceries, so we're probably gonna have to get groceries today and probably just walk around and explore a little bit. I need to get a job like as soon as I can, so I'm also gonna be trying to get a job somewhere. So that'll be fun to share with you my adventure on job hunting. Also, I forgot to mention to you guys that I have a special discount code for you if you want a shirt like this. They also have other ones from Anxious Potatoes company, which I will link down below. But the code is JELLY, so if you put in the code JELLY on their website, then you will get a 25% off discount code. So you're welcome, because you know, vegan is cool, gotta represent that. So I'm just showing you guys what I'm eating right now, just because you're probably wondering, since we don't really have groceries, what I've been eating. But last night we got like a vegan pizza just down the street from our Airbnb, so that was really cool. And also, I'll explain later, but I do have a relative who lives in Sydney, and just the other day they gave us this whole basket of fruit, her and her mom, which is like my cousin, I don't really know, but we're related somehow. But anyways, they gave us like a lot of different fruits, so that was really, really cool and really nice of them. They gave us some like coconut milk also, and some coconut water. So right now for breakfast I'm just going to be having some fruit, which I have missed fruit and vegetables, this is so zoomed in, so much because New Zealand is so expensive. So I'm really excited to actually like start getting healthy again and eat, you know, fresh produce. Finally, I've missed it so much. Okay, so it's time for me to explain what I'm even doing with my life, give you a life update, fill in the gaps, and the things that I left out and haven't talked about in a long time. So let's start with February. A lot of you probably already know that I was in New Zealand. If you don't, I was in New Zealand. I got to Wellington in February, and basically I bought a one-way ticket, but I did have like a really rough plan of coming home after about 3 months. And in that time I was planning on being in New Zealand, Thailand, and Australia. But basically in the first week of me getting into New Zealand, all of my plans changed, and I ended up deciding to stay there for longer. And I met Kieran, which you've probably seen in my New Zealand vlog videos, and we decided to buy a van and live in it and travel around Australia, or New Zealand, the North and South Islands. So anyways, we're doing that. So for the past 3 months I have been living in a van in New Zealand, and in like the last week we sold the van because we had seen everything, and we bought tickets to Sydney, Australia. So currently I'm now in Sydney, Australia, which I've already explained. But this whole situation happened. We had booked an Airbnb, but of course, us being dumb, didn't realize that the Airbnb host had no reviews, and blah blah blah. So when we showed up to the Airbnb, nobody answered. And they actually had no idea that we were even coming. So luckily, I have like some distant relatives that live in Sydney, and they are the ones who picked me up from the airport, picked Kieran and I up from the airport, and took us to our Airbnb. So once they found out that obviously the Airbnb host wasn't there, basically, they let us stay at their house for the night, and then we ended up getting it all sorted the next day, and we found a new Airbnb, canceled the other one, got our money back, everything. So that was okay, but it was just like the first time we landed in Australia, and it was really late too at night, and we just wanted to sleep. But yeah, so that was kind of like the first thing that happened. But anyways, now that we're in Sydney, we're staying at this other Airbnb, and we're also actually going to move to another Airbnb because this one's booked and we need more time. So we're moving from this one to another one that's like pretty close by. But yeah, so we're in Sydney right now. We're in like the Surrey Hills area, and what we're planning on doing is working and living in Sydney. So basically I have moved to Sydney. I live here now. I need to find a job. That is like the first thing on my list. We're both going to try to find jobs, and then once we get jobs, we are going to find a flat to stay in Sydney. And we both have working holiday visas, so that is how I can stay here for up to a year, and you can actually get your second year if you do like some regional farm work that's required. So I might end up staying 2 years, I don't know, because plans change very fast, as I've learned with traveling. It's just crazy how I left for New Zealand and I had no idea any of this was going to happen. I had no idea where I was going to be in even a month, and everything just changed. If someone told me I was going to be living in a van in New Zealand, I would have thought they were crazy. If someone told me I was going to be moving to Australia and living here, I don't know, just everything has changed, and I'm really, really happy. Right now, I've always wanted to come to Australia. It's just a little stressful because I haven't really been able to explore yet. I mean, I've only been here for like 3 days, but just because I really need to start working. I've been dying to sit in front of the camera like I'm doing right now and actually make like videos. I just have so many ideas, but when you're living in a van and traveling, it's just like, that's the one thing, is it's just a little hard, obviously, when you don't have, you know, data or Wi-Fi to, you know, keep up with your social media platforms when that's like a big thing in your life. But it was obviously also really nice to not have social media at the same time, because I was just obviously in nature and not connected to any devices half the time, and it was just really peaceful. But I am really excited to get back into a routine, actually eat vegetables again, eat healthy again, be making money so I can, you know, buy food, cook good meals. I want to work, like, hopefully I can get a job at like a vegan cafe or restaurant. That would be like ideal, but obviously I'm gonna take whatever I can get. But yeah, if any of you guys are in Sydney, I'm planning on doing a meetup eventually once I get settled, but it won't be until like I found a job and a flat and everything. If you have any like suggestions of where to go and things to see in Sydney, then definitely let me know. I also hope to travel all around Australia, not just in Sydney, but that will be once I've, you know, started making money again. But yeah, so I just wanted to update you guys because I just felt like I obviously haven't really been explaining what I'm doing with my life, because half the time I really don't know. So this is, as far as I'm concerned, this is what I know so far, what my plans are doing. But if they change, I'll let you guys know and make another update video. But I'm really looking forward to living in Sydney, my new home. And yeah, I'm really excited to be making videos again and getting into a routine. I really, really want to actually like get my YouTube channel going, because I've just been so flaky with it. But I'm really determined now. I'm really determined this time to do it right. And if you guys have any video ideas, let me know. I also have some more footage from New Zealand that I just haven't uploaded yet. So if you see more videos from New Zealand, they're obviously from the past. I'm not in there anymore, but I just want to get them up before, you know, it's too late. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you want to see my life in Sydney. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Bye.